Are you looking for a newer home in Mount Pleasant, but want to live in an upscale neighborhood with a smaller, more exclusive feel? What if I told you it has some of the best looking newer construction homes in the entire city? Well, if so, then I can't wait to tell you about Oyster Point. This community features some of the best newer homes on the market with top tier amenities, so let's dive right in. Now, Oyster Point is one of Mount Pleasant's newest communities, but a fun fact about the neighborhood is that it was actually built near the last remaining Civil War fortification in all of Mount Pleasant called Fort Palmetto. Oyster Point is a newer neighborhood, but it has that historical context, which isn't easy to find in Mount Pleasant. While the old fort is gone, there is a gun platform that you can still climb to get some views of the great marshland and views of Gray Bay. Now, development of Oyster Point started in 2014 and was completed by 2022, so you won't find any new construction homes in this neighborhood. But despite that, it's still one of the best places to look for a newer construction home, a home that's built in the past 3 to 5 years in all of Mount Pleasant, especially if you love that large luxury styled home. The developer for Oyster Point was D.R. Horton, who's been one of the largest home builders in the entire United States since 2002, and they're also one of the largest home builders, if not the largest home builder here in Charleston. Now, this neighborhood features their Emerald series, which they don't actually build anymore here in Charleston, and that's their luxury line that offers upgraded finishes, larger floor plans, and higher end features compared to other home styles. This is a smaller community that features just over 550 homes and is about 600 acres in size. 550 homes might sound like a lot for a small community, but when you compare it to other neighborhoods in Mount Pleasant like Park West or Dunes West, it doesn't even come close in terms of inventory. When you look at the neighborhood map, you can see that it's been carefully developed with large ponds and oak trees that help spread the community apart. So don't let the number of homes fool you. Oyster Point is a small community, and it's one of the reasons why people love living here. It's a great looking neighborhood with some of the best looking houses in all of Mount Pleasant, and has a great location compared to other newer neighborhoods in the city because it's actually the furthest south and right in the thick of everything. It's located just north of the Isle of Palms connector and is tucked in between two other smaller neighborhoods with Liberty Hill Farm to the north and Ravens Run to the south. Both of these neighborhoods are smaller neighborhoods that have a tree line that separates them from Oyster Point, so you don't even know they're there. The best part is the backside of Oyster Point extends into protected wetlands, so it's going to continue to maintain its exclusive identity. Being close to the Isle of Palms connector is very convenient because you're just a short 10-minute drive to Isle of Palms Beach and only a 15-minute drive to Sullivan's Island. These are the two most popular beaches in the entire metro, and you can hardly get any closer to them except if you actually lived on the islands. Oyster Point is right next to Highway 17, which is a main artery to downtown Charleston, and because it's centrally located, travel times to downtown are 15 to 20 minutes with usual traffic. Another huge plus about Oyster Point is that it's zoned to some high-quality schools in Charleston County School District. So your elementary school is Whitesides Elementary, the middle school is called Moultrie Middle School, and your kids will finish their secondary education at Wando High School. Each is highly rated and has earned an A rating from niche.com. Think about it, you are just a short drive to some of the best beaches in Charleston and some of the highest rated restaurants in the entire country, and just minutes away from the highways to get to work. And you have the satisfaction of knowing that your kids are going to be getting a great education. What could be better than that? If you enjoy shopping, then you'll be happy to learn that Oyster Point is close to two of the most popular shopping centers in Mount Pleasant. They're called the Shops at Seaside Farms and the Mount Pleasant Towne Centre. The best part is that they're only a short 5 to 10 minute drive from the neighborhood. There are over 40 unique shops at Seaside that include groceries, restaurants, health stores, beauty stores, and even a vet office. But Mount Pleasant Towne Centre is hands down the most popular shopping spot in all of Mount Pleasant and one of the top in all of Charleston. It's an upscale outdoor shopping mall that was designed to feel like a walkable Main Street mall, and it's really popular with families. There are really cool fountains with palm trees and tree-lined streets with great sidewalks that make it easy to bounce between like 60 different stores. Some of the most popular ones here are Lululemon, Sephora, Apple, REI, Ulta Beauty, and Belk. If you like shopping at Trader Joe's, there's one right next to the shopping center as well. Now that we know more about where the neighborhood is and the benefits of this, let's talk about the home types and styles. You can find both townhomes and single-family homes in Oyster Point, with the majority of them being single-family homes. There are two styles of townhomes, and the first is a duplex style with courtyards in the backyard, and the second is a raised foundation style with garages underneath. Most of the townhomes can be found around two large ponds at the center of the neighborhood. Townhomes are a great option because they are lower maintenance, so if you already own a home elsewhere but would like a second home in an upscale neighborhood without a lot of upkeep, this is a great place to look. Earlier I mentioned that D.R. Horton built their Emerald series here, but like in any development, home interiors vary from house to house. Some common themes that you'll find in these homes are large windows, open concepts with tons of space, upscale crown molding, and tall ceilings. The kitchens look incredible with massive islands, double ovens, quartz countertops, and some even come with temperature-controlled wine fridges or cabinets. A lot of the homes have decorative wall panels, and the ceilings are coffered to add an extra level of sophistication. They look like something you would see in a fancy hotel. All of the lighting fixtures of these homes are upgraded as well. Most of the homes come with indoor and outdoor fireplaces, which just adds to the home's appeal, especially in those colder months. On the exteriors, you can see that these homes have higher-end coastal architecture with big front porches, decorative columns, and most of the houses will look very tall because they are built on raised foundations or piers. And while you can find homes that aren't raised, they aren't as common. If you love the look of the double front porches, you'll be happy to know that they are common in this neighborhood. All of the homes use cement board siding, which is a higher-end building material that looks much nicer than vinyl siding that you'd see in other neighborhoods. And it has the added benefit that it's a lot more durable in a humid climate like Charleston. This material is less likely to crack or warp, and the manufacturer, which is James Hardie, typically gives it a life expectancy of around 30 years. Another huge plus to the homes here are the abundance of screened-in porches. Being this close to the marshes, the concern for gnats and mosquitoes is all but eliminated when you can sit outside behind a screen. Now, I'm sure after seeing what these homes look like, you're curious about what they cost. I used 2024 sales data to give you the most accurate pricing I could. Townhomes here are going to start in the low 700s and can easily reach into the mid 800s depending on the size and finishes. The median sales price for a townhome in Oyster Point was $766,000 last year. Considering that these are newer construction townhomes and with all the bells and whistles in Mount Pleasant, these are actually pretty reasonable. The median sales price for a townhome in Mount Pleasant was around $600,000 in early 2025. So these are not much more expensive for the quality that you get. For single-family homes, the most affordable one sold for $735,000 last year, and it was just under 1,700 square feet. So if you're downsizing, you may be able to find a home like that here. The most expensive home that was sold in the past year was $2 million, and it was nearly 4,100 square feet. It was absolutely massive and had some of the best marsh views in the entire neighborhood. But the median sales price of the neighborhood is around $1.1 million, and the median square footage was around 2,600 square feet. Again, these prices are closely aligned with the median sales price for homes in Mount Pleasant. At the time I made this video, the median sales price for a home in all of Mount Pleasant was about $1 million. And you can find homes in this neighborhood that are less expensive than that. In my opinion, these prices are pretty incredible considering that you get to live in a smaller private master plan community in a neighborhood that is almost brand new, which is a rarity in Mount Pleasant. But I haven't even covered the best part. The Amenity Center in Oyster Point is top tier. There's an 18,000 square foot clubhouse with a huge meeting hall, office suites, a gym, and a covered pavilion with a fireplace. There's a zero entry Olympic-sized swimming pool and cabanas that are styled after pools seen in Las Vegas. It's pretty large, so you'll have a ton of space for friends and family, assuming you don't even have a pool at your house, but chances are you might actually have a pool at your house. You'll also find tennis, basketball, and pickleball courts, so if you love these sports, that could be a great benefit. Something unique about Oyster Point is the dock and the kayak launch. Because there's a lot of marshland behind the neighborhood, they had to build a super long dock to reach the water during low tides. It makes for a peaceful escape to go on a walk or to take in those incredible marsh views, especially at sunset. So there are not many neighborhoods like this in Mount Pleasant, and of the ones that exist, Oyster Point has the best location. It's close to the beaches, it's close to major shopping centers, it's close to the highways for commuting, and it's zoned for great schools. If you want to learn more about this neighborhood or others like it, don't hesitate to give me a call. As one of the top real estate teams here in Charleston, we want to earn your business and be your resource for real estate in the Low Country. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.